October 19, 1942 a.m. District Court, Defendant's Lobby Number 1. Mr. White? Yes. Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Hehehehe. Really? It's nothing? Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? No, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know, we are going into this trial utterly defenseless, yet Mr. Powers is truly innocent. We should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked. We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's hard that or lose the trial. This is going to be easy. Isn't going to be easy. October 19, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Okay, yeah, welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So yeah, just enjoy, sit back and yeah. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defendant is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studio. Today I would like to show evidence to prove they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder, the prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You can't know me. You don't know me. I'm the director. I make this still semi-noob, Rufel. Salmonella. I'm a director of television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to court about the events of the day. Phoenix, let's start by picking his testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in this trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Day of the murder. I was at the studio from around 9 that morning. During that morning, I was doing an action scene gone through. I took a lot more time than I thought it would. I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the Polaris area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During this meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time for Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30, and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at all time. Mr. White, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I was at the studio from around 9 that morning during the action run. Okay, let's just pressure him. It's that when you always come to work? Oh no, I come in all sort of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, well, it was pretty busy all that day. Tell us more about that. During the morning I was doing an action scene run through. In the employees area. That's right. It was a fighting team between Steel Samurai and the other evil Magicians, so okay. Was anyone else at the run-through? Yeah. That security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing, lol. She was cheering on him, if you can believe it. She can certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. It took a lot more time than I would thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employees area. No time enough for. Did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you already heard about it. But VP twisted his ankle during the run through C. Oh yeah, the limbs, which of course led to missing my lunch drops rolling on the floor, starving. How does he know that? I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the upstairs area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there were plates with some bones on the employees area. Everyone else, meaning the witness, did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the studio too late, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak. At least can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix? Yeah. Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It's contradict. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Mela? What do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? And no, oh, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I didn't eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all the trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspect as much. So when exactly did you eat it? Now, we took the break during that meeting. I woofed it down then. Blue. A mental image is very scary with me. Okay, yeah. Wait a second. If they took a break at the meeting, the contradiction, his testimony, I pressed a bit more. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsor turns to me and says, Mr. Mandela, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children, can you believe it? Actually I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one else left the chair. Phoenix, its elbow holds power in finish. Press him as hard as you can. Find enemy. Right. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a one. What is sweating so much? I wonder if I only had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Mandela, you yourself contradict yourself. Didn't you tell the court that you ate a T-bone steak during a break? Oops. Ruffle. Well? Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we didn't take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If you take a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I called on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well, Mr. Manila. Your testimony, please. Oh, oh, Edgeworth is laughing. The break. Yeah, I can't pronounce that word. We took a break, Waffle. But it was only 50 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in a Studio 1, lol. They only just thought time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. I don't think it will even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin cross-examination. Okay, let's pick it apart. Yeah. What time exactly did you take this break? I say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30. That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1 and killed Hammers and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. But it was only 50 minutes. 50 minutes. That's only 30 in base 12. What were you doing for those 50 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on the table. And that's right. Oh right. The other one was Diva's guest plate. Diva's guest, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 50 minutes, that's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to commit murder, lol. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning, Your Honor? The testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with the murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. White? You sure you are suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, Mr. White, Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? I claim it and I claim it loud. No, I claim it and I claim it loud, yeah. Wait, 2:15 and I claim it and I claim it loud. If I agree to let everyone in the trailer off the hook, then the trailer trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30 at the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 50 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. Alright, I got the job thinking now. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. White. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record. Surely you knew that from 2:15 and 4, the path between the studio was blocked. Mr. Monkey's head had fallen across the path. Whoa, you're right. The break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there as the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mr. Monkey had barred the way. Is actually Mr. Monkey, but has a point, and somehow I feel no desire to correct it. No counter argument, Mr. White. Then I'm afraid you lose this one. I believe we have seen enough evidence. Would like to relieve Mr. Miller. What? It's over? Very well. The court opinion on this case is following. We have found that there were several other people in the studio, 2 of them day of the murder. However, but it's also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the steel samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is the scientific evidence that he's the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty, Your Honor. The prosecution is pleased to announce we have an decisive evidence, a witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edwards? The witness saw the very moment when the steel samurai screwed the victim. Order. I will have order. See? The court will take a 10 minutes recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. October 9, 4 a.m. District Court, Defendant's Lobby Number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in the trail has an alibi, I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong, Mia. Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I never give up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen with me? I'm kinda seem like everyone in this courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it, I guarantee it. Please leave it to us, and be yourself, be strong. You are the steel samurai hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This is one for the kids. Let's do it. October 19, 11:15, District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern, as our witness is a grade schooler and of tender years, and this is a murder case. We worry that the defendant might cause unnecessary trauma with a cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the more high ground. However, we have no assurance. The prosecution calls Cody Hawkins to the stands. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guards, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade of school? Witness. What? That just cause you're all grown ups. Don't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's okay, nice lady. I'm Cody Hawkins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were presented, you were at Global Studios on the day of the incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What pops you want me to tell you and Grams with the beard over there? Just Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, couldn't. A very long day. Incidentally, photograph scientific equipment is strictly forbidden in this court. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid that you lost? Hey, I just got a new camera. Don't really know how to use it all good yet, but I'll bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in your court journal. Very well, Cody. Please testify to court about what you saw at the day of the incident. Witness account. I wanted to see Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found it on map internet and I went to the studio that day. I went through the woods of the path so that the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going to this for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. I totally rocked right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Power. If I had my camera with me, would be kind the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defendant may cross-examine it, but be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see here, honestly. Witness account, cross-examination. I want to see Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet. You really like to see Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I taped every show and I got all the live performance. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. I found a map on the internet and I went to the studio that day. Was the day first time you've been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day, and that security lady always yelling. Right, please continue. Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk if you're cutting me off all the time, jeez. I went through the woods of the path that the old lady wouldn't catch me. Off the path? Yeah, you know how the studio are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little where the woods there where I was, I see. Anyhow, I was going for the studio. It got kinda lost in the way for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. I totally walked right. When I came out of the studio, the Steel Samurai. Yeah, he was standing by the studio gates. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? I totally walked right before out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know, he was kinda far away. He's being awfully vague. Of course it seems I'm taking down the How? What happened to the bad guy? Well, he didn't move, not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro, what a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If I had my camera, I would... Wait. Our new digital camera Cody always carries it full, he's still learning to use it. Cody, what you just said seems a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Oh. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Oh, was I putting pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How could I explain that? I see. Anyways, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studio. Did you bring it? You didn't bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cool are you? You are terrorizing a poor child, so I don't care if it's a child or a prosecution attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecution attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that? So you did bring a camera, and did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify your court about what you were busy watching. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai goes for a bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong that Steel Samurai rules. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. White, you cross-examinate. Yeah, I had my camera with me. So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it cause I was busy watching the real thing. Action, I couldn't take my eyes off it. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once? No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy, wham. So the bad guy attacked first? Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? Nah, I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see, then what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped moving. Why? What do I mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, cause the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did that do that? How did he do that? With a samurai kick and a punch. Samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Wait and see what happens. Press him harder. Cody? What? Something bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you miss the most important part. What's this meaning of this? The witness has started what he has saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murder they use a samurai slap. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the point important, that killing blow. Order. Mr. White, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so well? That's the thing, Phoenix. I believe you're onto this right track with this. Think, why did Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. White, your answer? Certainly that the young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? He was watching something. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away? Okay, the path of glory is a photo of every samurai, every victory scene from the Steel Samurai. Here's my proof. Proof? Oh, can I do it again? Oh, this doesn't prove anything. Lose your nerve, have you? Very well, as you question. Why wouldn't he watch the climax? He was watching something else. He missed the climax of the fight because he wasn't looking at something else, probably. Probably? Something else? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy seeing his idol Steel Samurai fight? What do you claim? Oh, come on, think. Something. I think. Mr. Wright, please refrain from making basic... Yes. Sorry, Honor. Do you have another explanation for this? We have certainly that the young boy is a great Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear to this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fighting like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. I agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, do we have another explanation? Oh god. What's the camera? The witness stated that he recently received this. Yes, I am aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with the operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey. Bullseye. What's your problem, props? You think for picking on a little kid? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying clearly. Smart of you to realize he was the one. He couldn't just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture, right? Cody, there was only one reason why you wouldn't have looked away from the fight, and that's because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it, so you missed the climax of the fight. Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defendant would like to request that Cody Hawkins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutch of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in the time, so I missed it. And that's all that happened, yup. Okay. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. White? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the court's examination anyways. Yeah, you're right, Pops. Pops. Yeah, I call you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer. I'm Edgeworth, and that's what I hate about grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious. Okay, off with the kids' gloves. Testify, witness, testify. Yep. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutch of the villain. So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? Well, I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving? Strangely? So I held up my camera to take a picture. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons, I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture, I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yup. That's all. Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I wouldn't have once gotten the lens open. Did he really not take a picture, not even one? Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's going to be something he can use. Cody? Listen up, Cody Hawkins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey. Bullseye. How did you know? I see through your lies, Cody Hawkins. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect that, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction to how can I pick holes in such a short test? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what these kids know out. Yeah, you're right, perhaps. Cody? What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it up with something bad. I just want to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I got every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. We saw. I got them all. I never missed one a perfect collection. Cody? Did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would have just erased them. Wouldn't you keep it for your album, Mr. Wright? What exactly is this album? It's called Path of Glory. It's a collection book, a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, and all taken by Cody Hawkins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. Ah, I see. Don't you find it very strange, very oddly honest? Among all these pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. White, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait. No way. Phoenix, I think we're finally discovering the truth. And what the truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking about is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. White, please explain to the court what's going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder. Why would the boy have erased the photo? The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No, no way, no. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his pictures, photos for Cody. It was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet, to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order. I will have order. Witness, I mean Cody. Is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Oh God. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. That the Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Wow. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. According to your witness testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. An error? What is this all about? If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In the other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, but he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order. So the Steel Samurai is in this photograph. You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait, hasn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony? On that day, the murder, I arrived to the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He already gone to the studio. I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employees area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the studio dressing room and stole the samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strangely, so it was a different person inside suit, Pops. What? Actually, there was no piece of data I saved. There was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us quick. No way. No, not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now. Here, this is it. That's a tooth. Not a one. Well, looking at this, it's still hard to say. I'm afraid it could be anyone in this costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia, what? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence we need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There is one blended decisive inconsistently with this fact, as we know them in the photo. Find the inconsistency on the photo. This or this. I think it's here. You seem like even more confident than you. I suppose that's because maybe you want to rethink the case. Oh yes, please, Your Honor. Yeah, okay. Then that's this piece here. Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on the gate? Ah, the S stands for studio. Oh, sorry. Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to say. See, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1. Your Honor, correct? I believe Miss Edgefield sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I show the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on the gate of the photo, Your Honor. Here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Okay. Here, at the Studio 2. I see that would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place. Your Honor, I don't understand the question. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2 because the trailer is there, the path was blocked. The path to the trailer was blocked, so we heard. The path was blocked at 2 frames scene. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before the time. Ah yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to the Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with the access to scene of the murder, of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on the day of a meeting that was held in the trailer, there was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Mr. Vasquez were outside the studio. They were at the scene of the crime. Order. The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Ober saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammers was for some reason stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that Jack Hammer stole the truth. I have proof. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. White? Now they do so surprised suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right though. Here's my proof that Jackhammer stole the costume. This is it. An empty medicine bottle. I found it on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammers and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant Mr. Powers spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicion, yes, but there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If I may claim it's true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. This court will be suspended proceeding on the current trial for today. Cody Hawkins has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, the things may have happened very different than we previously thought. The sea samurai seen by Miss Ober may have been the victim Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1 but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answer for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth, you will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconcile your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, this trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well, court is adjourned. October. I don't want to make this episode extremely long, or longer than it already is. So thank you for watching. I'm sorry, we're just gonna continue here by tomorrow. Wait, court lobby. So, okay, here, view. Okay. Yeah. Bye bye. Have a good day.